So I am so sorry. I am really struggling to get this camera to work. We'll take down like that. So I'm really struggling to get the camera to work. I had to do some technical things with my iPad, so I don't have my iPad and the Mevo, and trying to bury webcams for OBS has been crazy. So, and I thought we had an extra one recorded. Anywho, I'm going to be painting this cute, it's like a spider web with spiders on it. This is from my store instead of Lori's, but we're going to be doing some glitter from Laura. It has a cute little pop-up spider. I already went and just roller brushed him black, and then it has welcome to our web in the lettering here. So I'm going to hopefully try not to make you sick, and we're going to paint this way. Colors tonight that I am going to be using are black, white, I've got drizzle gray, rain gray, we've got Deco Art Americana jack-o'-lantern, and I've also got citron green and a lavender, all from Deco Art Americana. These ones are the ones that are from Delta Ceramcoat, including the white and black. Well, sort of. I refill my bottles, so who knows where they're actually from anymore. I just realized I don't have an apron. Let me throw one of these aprons on real quick and we'll get painted. So I realized I've been showing you guys a lot of ombre, but I absolutely love doing the Halloween colors in ombre. It's just super fun, super cute, kind of has that mystical look to it. So we're going to do that. But one of the things that I do first, we had a little piece of paint there, is my eyeballs on our spider, Mr. Spider here, are white. So I just take a piece of painter's tape and, whoops, I might have made it a little too short. There we go. We're good. And I cover, oh goodness, I try to cover his eyeballs. Goodness, it has been a week, you guys. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I hope everybody is doing good. Okay, so colors that we're gonna first use are our jack-o'-lantern orange. I'm gonna just put that in my plate here. Okay, we got the citron green right here. It's kind of like a limey, mossy green. And then our lavender here. Okay. And I realized it just closed out my thing here. Hold on just one second. Make sure we've got this going right. I apologize. I'm a hot mess, y'all. So I hope everybody else is doing great and fabulous. Okay, I knew I messed that up. Okay, so the green is going to go on the top, orange in the middle, and purple down at the bottom. Okay, we are going to go back over here for you. And I usually get a pretty good size brush. We're going to do a number 9 flathead brush, but really whatever brush you've got going around. I am not going to worry about the spider webs. We're going to go right over them. Even the spider, really not going to worry about that too much. I might not do right in here just because it's a waste of paint, but here we go. All right, so first color down is we're going to do our green, and I kind of go about, I try to divide it in 3 sections-ish. Kind of is hard visually. So probably like right up at the top of my W's. Okay. And we're just gonna get a nice good coat on here. Just like so. Go right here, smooth that out. And this has pretty good coverage with it. I think 1 coat is sufficient, and then we can ombre when we get to that time. just going to do our edges here. Okay, and then I'm just smoothing out our edge because sometimes when you go over the edge, it will leave a little bit of a bead of paint. We definitely don't want that. I got my water really full. Let's see if we can pull some over there. Okay, so the next color I'm going to go with is our jack-o'-lantern orange here. And that one we're going to probably go to about here-ish. So I kind of like to give myself a little bit of a line so I kind of know where to go. And here we're going to kind of get close, but try not to get too much of our green yet. But it is okay. It's just I don't want it to pull all the way in. Woo, goodness gracious. I'm being a little too sloppy. All right. This orange is one that will probably require 2 coats. Orange and reds can be that way. I'm going to grab our edge here since I'm right here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Goodness gracious. Okay, that's going to have to wait a second. That's what I get for trying to go fast, right? It's a good old dollop of paint. Tell myself to slow down. Okay. Go right here. Get this side. All right. And right here. Clean this up here. Alrighty. Right here as well. Okay. Alrighty. I'm gonna grab a baby wipe here. Painter's best friend. It literally just gave me the whole thing. There we go. All right. And we're gonna try really hard to not mess it up too bad. Okay. I like to kind of do wicks when I'm pulling paint up. And that does happen. And for the most part, I think we're okay. It went a little bit there, but by the time we ombre again, I think we'll be okay. I'm gonna dry this real quick and put our second coat on. Good gracious. There we go. I'm gonna wipe this off as much as I can. Okay. Alrighty. Let's do some more orange here. I'll try and be more careful with myself. Alright. Nice smooth coats. I'm gonna just grab a little more orange. Okay. And I do like to paint with a foam plate because the paper plates just absorb too much. So it makes it that your paint just dries too fast with it. Where the foam plates, the paint kind of sits on top. Alrighty. So we got that second coat down. I got a little bit of extra paint here. I'm just going to clean up. Same on that side. Okay. And then this time I'm going to do a little bit different. Since we are basically done with the orange and the green, I am going to grab just a little bit of this green and clean up where we had to wipe a little bit. Oh, and here where we got some extra dots, or I got some extra dots. Goodness gracious. Okay. I guess we are going to give it a little bit of a second coat here. Thanks to me messing it up. All right. So lesson be slower. All right. Kind of almost looks like a candy corn because you're not seeing the green coming through, at least on my screen. Okay, so when I do this, we're going to grab half of our brush with the orange, the other half of our brush with the green. We're going to go back and forth just like so. Okay, and then we'll go right in here with our brush. Like that. Alrighty. Got just a little bit of water here. Get that flowing a little bit better. Okay, and pulling kind of both ways here. The orange you're going to definitely see a little bit more because it's a stronger color. But you will see the green a little bit. Okay. All right, I'm going to grab a little bit of water because I can feel my brush pulling on our paint. Okay, and then I'm just going to grab a little bit of the green here. And we're going to pull the green down in here. Just a little bit. Soften that up. Okay, just like that. All right, I'm going to clean this brush. Pretty good now. All right, and then we're going to go into our purple next. And purple is just the last one, so a little bit easier for us. I'm going to just go right here on our seam. Okay. We'll go a little bit into the spider, but not too bad. So we don't have to waste our time or our paint. All right. Like I said, this one has really good coverage too, so we're pretty set. Okay. All right. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to grab our edge. You could also do this on the Lazy Susan and just roll it too. I'm just trying to give you maybe a better view. I know with the camera it's making it hard because it zoomed it in so much. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do just one more quick cover here with our purple. Just making sure we got nice smooth strokes. And then we'll go into ombreing everything. Just like so. Alrighty, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna clean my brush here. All right, and I'm gonna grab our purple now on my one edge, and I'm gonna grab my purple on the other. So orange and purple, I'm gonna move it back and forth on my plate here, like so. Grab a little more water. Now the purple is definitely gonna be more of our dominant now, whereas the orange was before. And it's gonna kind of make like a grayish to it. See, and this is why I told you I like covering the spider's eyes as much as I can. Because it does, when you get ombreing, you're not really paying attention to where you're painting as much. You're just trying to get the flow kind of moving back and forth. Okay, let's grab a little more purple, pull that in here, just like that. Alrighty, pretty. And that is how easy that is. That part is. Okay. Like I said, there's not too much with the spider. We do have a little bit of gray shading that I do since I have a lot of purple, I'll go ahead and clean up that off of our plate here. Isn't that a pretty color though? Almost like, looks like a tropical sunset too. I got beach going on and I got, I feel like I'm all over the place here. Is what we're doing. All right, let's throw this purple back in here. Okay. Yeah. Double check something real quick. Okay. All right. So next color I'm going to use is our drizzle gray. And we'll kind of put this one over here. Excuse my paint. And we're going to grab a little bit of our black. Okay. And I'm going to let this dry for a second. And we're going to paint and shade our spider. Alrighty. So spider next. I'm going to grab my gray on one end of my brush, my black on the other. We'll move it back and forth, just like so. Okay. And I'm going to just highlight right where his legs are. Kind of coming over here, over to his legs. We need to get some more water here. There we go. Over to his other leg. This way. And I kind of get the legs first. And then work with his body because then we can clean up the lines a little bit. Okay. Grab some of the black here. Okay. Go here, here, and here. There we go. I'm not liking, it's a little too choppy here. There we go. Much smoother. So sometimes it just takes a little bit more water to get what we want. And we're just going to go right around the edge here, curving around our spider, just like so. Just like that. There we go. There we go. Then I'm going to take and go right around our bottom here. Kind of bring that in, flow that in, and flow this end in. Perfect. Okay. That is all we are doing with Mr. Spider there. Okay, we're going to let him hang out and dry. All right, let's see. This guy's dry now. Okay. So from here, I am going to grab our gray, and I'm going to grab a round brush. Try to see if I can find my smaller one. Okay, this is a number 6 round. Okay, I'm going to grab our drizzle gray here, and we're going to do our spider webs. So we're going to make sure our point is nice and round as we go in. Like that. And the harder you push, the thicker your line's going to be. Okay. I'm going to go here. One more. Perfect. Right here. Okay. Okay, and oh, I missed a line right here. And we're going to go right here with one more. Okay. Get our straight across ones first, and then we'll do our inner ones. So we got another web going here. Okay, another one here, and another one here. Come back, hit this one. A little bit of brush stroke there, so it wasn't prominent like we like. And we're going to go right here. Okay, so it just needs a little touch up when it gets up there. Okay, grab this one. Just like so, perfect. And our last line right here. Perfect. Okay. And from here, we're going to start looping in. Actually, no, I'll do this one because I might switch to a smaller brush for over there. I know, me switch, right? Okay. Here. Clean up this line. I just got a little bit extra paint there. A little blop. So I wanted to clean that up. Right there. Here. Clean that up just a touch. Okay. Next one here. Okay. And we're going to just keep on trucking along here. Okay. This one has a line that is kind of right here on the edge here. So, get that. And right here. All right. Have people saying hi in the window. So we're going to go here. And then we're going to go right through here. Go right through here. Come through here next. And right through here. Okay. Yeah, one more little line there. Okay. And we're going to keep swooping this way. Just like so. All right. This looking fun. Okay. Here. Here. So we're just kind of making little swoops. All right. And I have a little extra paint here, so we're just going to use that to help kind of clean up the extra so it doesn't look so clumpy. Okay. Go into our next line, our last one for this side. And then this has like a nice little round spot, so we're going to clean that up and get the round. Okay. And then I'm going to grab a little bit smaller of a round. Don't know where all my brushes went. Okay, this is a 3. This one should work. Number 3 round. Okay. Grab my green here. Or gray. Oh my gosh. Oof. Losing it. All right. Here. Okay. And here. There we go. All right. Just clean this up here. Okay. Next one, we're going to go about halfway here, and then I'll do the other side with my hand. It's just kind of at a different angle for my hand. So just whatever feels comfortable, make sure you do that. Don't make it hard on your hand because your lines won't be as pretty and everything else if you're struggling to get it. Just readjust. Even if it means kind of picking up your sign and making it at a different angle, that helps too. Clean. It looks like I just had a little excess paint there. There we go. Okay. This one and then this one. And one more time. Get that center. Perfect. All right. I'm going to just go straight on down with this one. There's really no right or wrong way to get this web done. Just whatever feels comfortable to your hand. All right. Got a little bit of the shakies tonight. Goodness gracious. Okay. And right here. Okay. Isn't that cool looking? Oh my gosh, I totally forgot the other spider web. There's 3 spider webs. I'm losing it. It's because this one is pretty much hidden with this spider for the most part. You see a little bit of it going through his legs here. But it works. So I'm just going to use that 3 brush. I'm going to put it a little bit thicker because our horizontal lines, or our vertical lines, I knew I was saying that wrong. Our vertical lines are a little bit thicker. Okay. And then this one kind of shows, so we'll go ahead and do this one. Just seeing kind of where our legs are. And then it has a nice little circle right here. The end. So get that. Okay. Alrighty, we're gonna do our spider swoops. Speaking of spiders, oh my gosh, since they've been working on construction on the houses next door to mine, oh my gosh, the spider webs and the spiders have came back and covered in bug bites and everything. So we called for somebody to come out and spray. So yay! Never ends, right? Just looking to make sure we got everything. I'm going to clean up that line real quick. That should be good. The rest of that, the legs come over. Yep. Okay. So, Drizzle Gray is done. Here is a rain grate, and I kind of use this as like an accent. So I'm just going to use our lid here. Just like so. And I'm going to just add a little line kind of through it. Just kind of darkening up our web. And giving it almost like a reverse highlight. Okay, we're going to go back into here. Do our vertical lines first. Okay. All right. Come through and do the swoops here. Swoop, swoop, swoop. And swoop, swoop. Just like so. Okay. Okay. Just a little more. All right. And this guy. Okay. Here, I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of a dot there, but not too much. Okay, and like that, and we'll kind of do a little bit there. Grab this side as well. Okay, the last one here. All right. Okay. And like I said, I'm just kind of barely letting the tip of it touch. Right through here. Okay. Alrighty, we got all of those. Go here. Grabbing our lines. Brush is almost dry here, so feel the paint not wanting to work as well. Okay, same thing here. I'm just going to make a small little circle there. There we go. Adding our little guys here. Okay, and I'm going to work up. Okay, perfect. See how it kind of gave that 3D effect to it, that shine and shimmer? Pretty cool, huh? Just by overlaying. All right. And let me throw this green away. Okay. Next thing we will do is I'm going to grab our white here. And I am going to add a little highlight, but it's more so that we can throw the glitter on. Oh, and I forgot. We got to uncover his eyes. See, this is why tape is awesome. Okay. But I feel like I didn't get a second coat on his eyes. So let me real quick get one more coat here. His eyes. Just like so. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Gonna wait just a second and then we'll get the dots for his eyes. I am gonna go to a little bit smaller liner detail brush. So my 10/0 spotter. Okay. And from here, once again, just a little bit of spider highlights. But this is where we're gonna add the glitter, okay? Right kind of where our white is. So I know this spider web is tedious, but I promise it just makes it look so freaking cute with all the stuff going on. Because it's a pretty, very beginner, easy sign to do, honestly. There we go. Okay, there. Right there. here. Perfect. This one will have just a little bit, but because the spider is mostly where this one is, there's not a lot of highlight that we're doing. This one is like the showstopper part. That one's the one that we really want it to shine out because that one is showing everything. Okay. Just a little more here. There we go. Good. And just a little more here. Perfect. And throw just a touch more. There we go. Perfect. So the back of my brush, I'm going to grab some black here. It's on my plate. And I'm just going to add a cute little dot for his eye. Come over again, get my brush, and use the back and kind of just swab out till I get that cute little pupil. Okay. All right. Double check my spider real quick. Okay, so we did add some highlight on our spider. So I'm going to move this out of the way so it can dry for us. While that's drying, we will add some highlight to our spider here. I'm going to add just a little zigzag here. Go right across. Just like so. Okay. I'm going to grab a little highlight here for his little leg. And like that. There we go. Same thing. Maybe do a little zigzag there just to kind of throw it off. Okay. Maybe we'll do a cute little one right here. And there. Perfect. And this one just needs a little bit darker. And I think we'll go just like so. Okay. So just a little bit, just to zhush him up, right? Okay, let me get that out of the way. I'm going to grab our glitter. Maybe. Where did that go? Oh, here it is. Perfect. I did a paint class and everything got moved on me. Okay. So this is still just a little wet. I'm going to grab our heat gun real quick. Heat this up. Alright, you guys. And while the eyeballs are drying still a little bit more, I want to give it more of a chance because I don't want glitter getting on his eyes. And it's all in the area. We're going to go ahead and glue on the rest of our stuff here. Maybe. Come on. Okay. And my glue's over there too. Oh. Okay. Just check. Okay, perfect. All right. So we got our W here. Just going to do a small bead of glue right there. Get our W placed. Okay, my friend, come on. Okay. Just like that. Okay. Sometimes when we cut these letters, they tend to want to slinky back, so we kind of have to push them sometimes to get them cut out a little bit. Okay. Go to the 2 next, just because it was easier to get off my piece of tape. Add that one right there, like so. Okay. And then with the glue, just remember, just a small little bead does the trick. Almost with these little ones, I just go right in the middle because there's just such little space. Right here with this guy. Okay. All right. And then when these letters are thin like this too, another way that I like to get them off so that we don't break them is I will roll the tape off, kind of like how we do with vinyl, so that the paper doesn't roll. Same thing. The vinyl doesn't roll up on you. You do the back part. Your Cricut mat, that kind of stuff too. Okay, so we got the web here. This one. Okay, this one got to pull down just a titch. There we go. Seeing it all come together, right? These weird little dots. I promise it turns out to be the cutest dang sign at the end. Almost there. All right. Throw that tape away. Same thing here again. Oops. I am realizing I'm not in camera. Okay. We're going to grab our glue. Just a nice little bead. That was a little much over there. So I'll spread it out a little more. Okay. Just like that. There. And let's switch my hand here. There we go. Our last bit. Okay, here is welcome. The welcome. Alright. Okay. Just lining that up there. Setting that one down. Okay. Alright. Our eyes look almost about dry. Okay. We'll get on the spider because it's honestly easier to glue stuff down and then do the glitter so the glitter doesn't get under everything too. So Mr. Spider here. Here. There we go. Alrighty. Just gonna line up this side a little bit. Okay. Making sure our feet are good here. Need pinch him over just a little. And he's lined up at the bottom. So that feels good. Okay. Let's hold that down for a sec. Just like so. Oh my gosh, I love this sign. It's one of my favorites. So dang cute. What do y'all think? Super cute. I forgot to. I actually do a quick little outline around too. So I'm going to quickly maybe grab my plate. We're going to do a quick little outline here too. And this just kind of finishes and frames it. Now what is going on with my black? This is super watered down. I think I got a bad batch of black. Like I said, I just refilled the bottle, so it's not, I think it's the Craft Smart brand. Just like so. Let me double check where I did our little wigglies. Okay. Back over here. Okay. A little wiggly right about here. Before I forget, my little zigzags. One of my students called it a wiggly, and I was thinking it was so funny. I laughed a little bit. We've called it squiggles, but I've never called it a wiggly. Okay. Right. Let's go right here. I'm gonna grab right here too, real quick. Okay. All right, we're gonna clean that up. There's some white back over here, just some highlight. Quick highlight. Right here. Highlight again. Right here. Yeah. Perfect. I know I keep teasing you with glitter, but I swear we're gonna do glitter. All right. It's your time. Let me grab a sheet, glitter sheet, that I don't know where it went. Goodness gracious. Guys, I'm a hot mess today. Okay. That out of the way here. The glitter that I'm using is Lori's Hardworking Mom Snow White glitter. It's one of my favorites. You'll see me use this a lot. This is actually my second bottle I went through. I love this stuff. Okay. I'm going to throw this right here. And I almost did a bad girl thing and didn't grab one of my beat up brushes. I don't know why that one's over here because that one's a nice one. Okay. These are the ones that are retired from painting. Because they just kind of, the brushes don't really go the right way, but they're perfect for doing our Mod Podge. Because you don't want to ruin your brush because you're painting basically with glue. So all right, so I'm just kind of going where my little white highlights were and getting there. And remember, with Mod Podge, you do kind of have to work a little bit faster because it dries incredibly fast. fast. Like one would even say lightning speed fast here. All right. Okay. Take our glitter. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know, I'm heavy-handed. All right. Take it. I'm going to flip it over. Pat it. There we go. Oh, I missed a really good highlight one. I thought I got right there. Okay. Look how cute that looks with the glitter. Can you guys see that? Isn't that cute? Okay. I'm also going to get right here before we make our way up to the bigger part. We'll hurry and get right here. Done. Maybe a little there. Okay. All right, so that just has a little sparkle there. Okay. Grab my lid here. Oh goodness. You guys, I was so shocked when I started doing my parties. How many people don't know how to do the recycled glitter where you shake it back on your paper and then funnel it in? I had a whole lesson on that. With all these paint classes, I did not realize that that was a not common knowledge thing. I just always thought that was like a teacher elementary thing. So, anyways, not saying anything bad, just was shocked a little bit that I didn't have more people in my class that knew what to do. They're like, I need to do what? Alrighty. And then Michelle, I saw that Casey tagged you in where she had found the disclaimer, if you're watching this. I apologize. I went looking for it on my junk drive, and then I had computer issues with my iPad, and I completely forgot. And then I saw that Casey had tagged you in it, and then that sparked my memory. So I completely apologize for that one. I just have a big, huge stack that I printed a long time ago for my wreath one. And my paint one's just so different from that one that I forgot to even know where it was at. And the paint one, like I said, it's just a little bit different. I guess I could have given you that one too, but I didn't think about finding that one either. Alrighty, let's shake that off. I'm gonna just double check. Yep, I knew I was gonna miss a couple of spots here. This one needs one of that. Those ones most definitely. I forgot like all the good spots. Goodness gracious. It's just me. How my life has been a little bit. Having a lot of paint classes has kind of messed with my brain a little bit. Very grateful though. Had really good turnouts. So, anyhow, yeah, I did a paint class Thursday, Friday, and then the next week I did Thursday, Friday again, and then we had an open studio day on Saturday, and we got, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7 people. So, feeling really good. All right, you guys, let me lift this up just a little bit. Yay! All right, you guys, you can see him a little bit more here, so you can see our glitter. Isn't that cool? So pretty, huh? All right, you guys, I will see you all later. You guys have a great night. Bye, guys.